What's up, YouTube? I apologize right off the bat for my lack of in-depth content that has not been coming at you. I have been wrapped into some crazy work stuff for my big boy job, and obviously I got to pay my bills, so I've been doing that. But interestingly enough, what you're going to see here is just a quick little video on how one of my subscribers had reached out regarding a keel smile. Again, this is pretty typical. I talk to people almost every day about their keels. I want to show you this one in particular. This one's actually pretty close to me, and I'm going to try to get up there, perhaps even this weekend, to have a gander at it. But he's doing a great job. He's just hammering this thing out. I have two clips from him. I'll let you know what I would have done to fix it, and we can show you a little bit about that. At the end of this, though, we're going to show you Jill's other drink, Starry Night, which was awesome. Yeah, and again, if you guys ever have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to reach out, but just do it through Instagram or Facebook. You can find me on there. I promise you I will absolutely respond. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this, and this boat's going to be saved. It's a fairly typical smile that you'll see. What's going on, my people? 2024 and a whole new season. I'm going to be keeping this season going as long as I possibly can. I've got so many different things going on and so many different boat projects that I cannot wait to bring you videos on. If there's something that you're looking to do or need help with a project, I implore you to reach out. Facebook or Instagram, I will respond. This year, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with the kids. We're going to be doing a lot of boat projects with the kids, but we're also going to be traveling with the boat. We're going to be playing with the new high field. We're going to be exploring all new sorts of places, but at the end of it all, we're going to be doing what we do best, which is the projects. So, boat drinks for everyone, and cheers to you and the water. Whew, it's a scorcher. Anyway, what you just saw in that clip shows what, again, what a fairly typical smile will be. Excuse me. Sometimes you'll have it on the rear, and that can create a bit more of an issue, right? Because the bolt that holds the rear is underneath the engine and is extremely hard to get to. But this is just in the front, and what you could see there was, again, what looked like a crack in the keel, but it's not. It's a crack in the fairing compound or the fiberglass. What happens is once that cracks, the glue layer between the keel and the stub, or the sealant, it's old, right? These boats are 40, 45 years old, and it just wears out and cracks out. What's the problem there? The problem is water intrusion, right? So now you got water actually in between your keel and your stub. Water's going to travel up the keel threads into the wood, but on top of it, you can also end up getting electrolysis in there, and that's not good. We don't want that on the keel bolts. I don't think any of these keels really ever fall off, but with enough electrolysis, and I've seen pictures, those keel bolts will go from this to a string, and then they can snap. And I don't really foresee that happening on his boat, but that is a potential issue, right? So we want to make sure that we have that sealed up. All right, now you can see he's ground out that cancer, and you can see exactly what I was just talking about there. It's got a giant gap. So all he needs to do here is just basically fill that in one side with some 5200. Now, I recommend after filling in the one side, letting it cure, but if you don't have the time, you can let it tack up. You have to at least let it tack up. Then you can mix up some G-Flex resin, and then inject that with the West Marine system needles. They're awesome. You can get them fairly cheap, and I'll put a link below where you can get those needles. But you can now inject some of that G-Flex resin, and then right after you do that, get another bead of 5200 on the other side, so that'll hold that in there, in turn filling that gap. Now, his gap is rather large, so what he could wind up doing is getting a little pick and pulling out some more of that cancer or that dried up filler, glue. It's probably old 5200 anyhow. He could pick some more of that out and then smear in, basically using a finger in a glove, keep smearing in more 5200 from both sides until he gets it in there. The problem with that is, and it works, because that's what I did on my boat, but once you get enough 5200 in a location, it's going to want to run. So he'll have to sit there and, you know, go back every hour or so and make sure with a putty knife to push it back in, or his finger again. I guess you could put some painter's tape on it. It's going to stay there forever, the painter's tape, but that may help hold it in. Again, all you're going to be doing is fairing on top of that, so you could try to rip some of that off and whatnot. But this repair is going to be super, super, super easy. I'm trying to record this so we can get this out for Monday, and I've got, I guess, the elementary school up the street going crazy right now. Anyway, once you get that 5200 dried, you're going to go ahead and mix up some Total Boat Total Fair. You're going to put on your first layer. You can try to get it as smooth as possible. Second, you let that tack up. You're going to come down, sand it about 24 hours, sand that down. Get your next layer on to smooth it out, 24 more hours, sand her down, and then you know what? You're ready for paint. You could barrier coat it. I'm not a scientist, but that is an epoxy, that Total Boat Total Fair, so I sort of feel like it's not going to allow any water to intrude through it. It will allow petroleum distillates to affect it, so you want to make sure that you have a clean area when you put it on there. But yeah, that's it for that repair, man. That's super simple. On a scale of hardness for his particular one that you just saw in the beginning there, I would say that's a 4 or 5, and that's really only because you got to grind all that stuff out. Hopefully you have the tools. If it was a rear one, I'd bring it up a little bit more. He also, I want to put a little note in there, he did go and do his bolts, so that is crucial. And you want to do your bolts prior to putting in your 5200, and then you can go and just touch them back up once you get your 5200 in there. But you want to get them tight, almost to tension before you put your 5200 in, and then right after you get your 5200, you want to give them another little turn just to compress a bit more. However, I prefer to wait till it's dried. That way we're cinching onto that rubbery goo, and it's going to help. It's like a spring nut, right? It's going to help hold that tension. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoy the drink that's coming up right now. And again, any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. We're hoping to be out actually sailing all weekend, so hopefully we'll have a little fun content. But when I tell you, I've been hammered with work, and it's all coming up to my low season now. So see what we get coming at you, especially this skiff.
Hey
Cool.
everyone, today we're making Starry Nights. It's a concoction I'm making up. We're gonna have some rum, white rum, cranberry juice, blue curacao, peach schnapps, Malibu, and grenadine. Now, if it works out, it's going to be purple. We'll try it. Last week, I thought our drink was a little weak. It wasn't as... It wouldn't get you drunk. So, we're going to try to make a little more this time. So, we're going to do all of our alcohol first. So, we're going to start with our rum. We're going to do an ounce, but there's going to be a lot of alcohol, so an ounce might be good. And if we need to, we can add more. That's what's great about making up your own concoctions. So we got that. Then we're going to do our peach schnapps. I want to do all my, like, clears. For this, we're going to do 2 ounces, I think. We're going to try 2. Hopefully it's not too strong this time. 1. A little more than 2. Now we're going to do our Malibu. I love Malibu. So we're going to definitely add that in. We're going to do an ounce of that. Alright, got all clear stuff right now. Now we're going to do blue curacao. We're going to do 2 ounces. 2, yeah, because we need the blue to make it purple, you know? If I could open it, that'd be great. Okay. So now we're going to do that. It's like magic. We're going to make magic today. Alright, so now it's blue. The things I get excited about. You don't even understand. Okay, let's see. How much of this should we do? We're gonna use this. Got this at the dollar store. They're really cute. And they have these cute lids so they don't spill while you're on the boat. They still spill a little. FYI.
There, do a half cup.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Half cup of that. It's hard to... That's good. Half cup. Let's see if it turns. I don't know if it's going to be... It looks a little more red than purple. But
You can always add more afterwards, darling.
yeah, get some ice.
Get some ice.
I'm not really good at the shaking thing yet, so it might get everywhere like last time. But we're going to try. And now I might not be able to get it out, but it looks sturdy. I'm scared. I'm doing pretty good. It didn't spill. So this is the Starry Night. So I decided last minute that I'm gonna muddle some blueberries in there because you need the little star flakes. So we're gonna grab like a good handful of blueberries. Stick them in there. Alright, so we're gonna muddle. Alright, so we're gonna dump that in there. Got my cute little straw here. Hold on. That's not a straw. My phone's ringing. Alright.
This looks good.
Now we're gonna see how this looks. Ready?
Go. Ooh, the purple color is awesome. Our child's calling us now. Or me. Oh, it looks amazing. Ooh, you're garnishing with a lemon?
I did garnish with lemon.
Oh man, that looks awesome. All right, take a sip. Tell me how it tastes.
That is absolutely delicious.
I want to try it. I want to try it. All right, my turn. Here we go.
It's good, right?
What kind of crack is that?
It's good.
Oh my God. 2 in a row? You gotta fail eventually.
Never.
You're gonna fail.
I need you guys to watch and try it and tell us if it's good.
All right, yo, Starry Night. I will say the lemon garnish.
Just adds a little touch.
No, but you sniff it and you're like, you get that citrus. Oh,
I'm bougie like that.
you're bougie.
I'm bougie like that.
That is phenomenal. This right here, Catch Me by the Sea.
Listen, what I went through to get those cups.
Oh my God.
I got in trouble because I'm short and I had to climb the things.
Phenomenal. That is Starry Night, or what is it called?
Starry Night.
Starry Night. Starry Night is another amazing one.
I need to get my stuff. I'm leaving. Grandma's waiting for me.
You heard it here. Grandma is waiting, but Starry Night's amazing. All right. All right, guys. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the drink, Starry Night. It was epic, but don't forget to drop the anchor on that like and subscribe to keep the Jill happy, and Jason needs to smile more. I haven't seen him in a hot minute. So Jason, when you watch this, you got to come on out, man. But yeah, drop that like, drop that subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Cheers. Oh, and here's a bulldog peeing. Oh yeah.